Okay, welcome back. Just to show you what I did, I grabbed my ATG here and went back over the little flaps that we made on the other side of the pocket. Now it's holding nicely. So now we have this pocket with our stack of pictures in here, and there's a good amount of pictures in here. And we have the little circle that we cut out with the little clip that's holding everything in place. So I'm just going to slide that back in there, and I guess we should finish off this page. So I'm going to take a picture here. It's going to go on top of this page and use my decorative scissors to cut out the picture. If they'll cooperate. We all know how that goes. Okay, now we have the picture cut out, and I'm just going to put it up here. But I don't like that sitting by itself, so let me think here for a second. Get this out of my way. I know what we're going to do. We're going to make a frame for it. And I just knocked you over almost. Okay, so we're going to go back to our mat stack here. Actually, bear with me as I try to think here. I have a spare piece left over from when I was practicing the pocket for you. So I'm just going to cut off the scrap parts here that I don't want to keep. Talk about coming up with something on the fly. Okay, I'm going to fold this in half here. I'm just going to make something real quick to give this picture a little bit of texture. So I'm going to cut this in half. Then take my decorative scissors. And just cut around each border, or each edge. So now we have this little decorative square. The cool thing about scrapbooking is that when you make a mistake, it's easy to cover up. So what I'll do is just slide these under here like so, in the two corners. As you can see, that gives it a little texture. It makes it pop a little bit. So let me take my ATG again and find my corners. It's going to be the top corner and the bottom corner. So I'm just putting a little bit of adhesive there. Just stick it down to that piece of square. And then, so now I have the frame, and I'm going to take my ATG again, just put a little adhesive line it up where I want it, and there we go. So now it's time to embellish. I'm going to take my little Prima flowers here that I bought yesterday. And let's see what we like on this page. I think I like that. So let me move these out of the way and then grab my tacky glue for you. Just put a little glue on here. Oops. There we go. Now we have a couple of flowers on there. Now this page is not done yet. We still have some work to do as far as embellishing and decorating it up a bit. Let me take a look and see what I want to do, and I'll be right back with you. Hi, this is Key. Welcome back to Messy Dust Productions. Okay, so now we're going to work on embellishing this page. I have some ribbon that I want to try something with. This is from the Affinity by the Paper Studio. I bought this at Hobby Lobby for $5. So what I like it. What I like about this for this album is that the colors match with the Oriental theme very nicely. So what I want to try to do, and this is the first time I'm trying this, so you'll have to bear with me if it doesn't work. I'm going to try to decorate the pocket here with ribbon. So let's see how that turns out. If I can figure out how to get it off the plastic. Apparently they put a ring of tape around this ribbon to hold it onto the plastic, and it has made it to where it's almost impossible to get it off. Okay, got it. I said almost impossible. I'm going to cut the end off because now it's all frayed. Now I'm thinking just put a little border here, and that'll kind of take away the gap between the pocket and the page here. So let me cut it to where you see how I measure things. In other words, I don't. I just kind of eyeball it. The thing about crafting is that you're not really looking for perfection, so to speak, because nobody else knows if it's perfect or not. So if I put one there and one there, and I think that kind of brings out the coloring in the flowers too. What do you think? We're going to say that you said, yes, you're totally right, Key. Ha. Okay, I'm just going to put a little glue on the ribbon here. And put it in place. And just press it down real gently. No, it's not completely straight, and I don't completely care. How's that? Okay, now for the other side. Now, I'm thinking, I like this little green skirt here, so I'm thinking about putting this green along the bottom. Let's see how that looks. If we can get this one off of the plastic. Okay, again, let me cut off the end because I've got it all frayed now. What do you think? Does that look totally retarded? No, Key, I think that looks really great. Okay, so we're going to go with that. Let me just get it measured out here. Ribbon out of the way. And get some glue. Put a little skirt. I like it because it looks like a little skirt. Not that I like skirts much. But hey, it looks pretty, doesn't it? Yes, Kate, it looks pretty. Good, good, good. Okay, so there's our embellished pocket there. And that's going to take a while for the glue to dry, so I'm not going to play with it much. I want to put a little flower here. And I think we're going to go with this one here. So let me loosen up this brad. These are from K & Company. Real pretty oriental looking flowers. And they're like paper flowers. If that makes any sense at all. Put a little blue on. I had a big open space in the corner of that picture that I didn't like, so I figured if I put a flower on it, that'll add a little contrast to it. This page needs more. I think we're gonna go with a stamp. Get my black stays on here. And my dragon stamp. Get a little ink on it. Put a dragon just below my pocket. I like it. That gives it a little flavor. You see? Okay, so there's one more little empty spot that's bugging me on this page. I think we're going to go with the little simplicity on this page because the page itself, by itself, has a nice design already. So I don't want to take too much away from it. But there is this one little empty spot in here that's kind of bugging me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these little stickers here. This is from Studio 112 cardstock. And I believe these are just like stickers. Actually, they're not stickers, they're like cutouts. So let me get this opened up here and we'll see which one we're going to use for this page. Okay. Thinking about this flower. Let me cut that off there and see what it looks like. I don't want to put anything too much, I don't want to put too much more orange on the page. Let's see if we overlap that a little bit. No, I don't really like that. What else do we have here? I don't really like those. Not for this. So let's see. What other embellishments do we have? These are the Tim Holtz accoutrements, which are like buttons. Yeah, I think that's the one. It gives it just enough contrast. These are like buttons. So they have these little loops on the back. That was awesome. This one had the little loop on the back where you could thread string through and sew it onto fabric or whatever. So I just take my scissors and cut that off and watch it fly, as you saw. And then when it bounced back, it was ready to be glued down. I think that adds just enough to the page. You can't really see it real good in this. Let me see if I can get you in close. There we go. It's just enough contrast with this flower here that it pulls out the coloring of the fake gem that's in the middle here. So there's the page. I think we're going to go with that. I think we're done with that page for now. And again, we have the pocket here with the pictures in it, which I'm not going to mess with too much because everything's drying. So that's the next page for my Oriental album. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day. Okay, I lied. There's one more thing I'm going to add to this page, and that's a little banner. I think this picture here needs a little bit of explanation. So I have here these little banners. They're from Sticko. They are stickers. So I'm going to take the one that I like with this page the most, which is the smallest one here. And I'm just going to apply this to the bottom of the page. And now I will grab a pen. Excuse me 1 second here. And I'm just going to add a little note to remind everybody what this picture is about. There. So I have the note on the banner, and I think this page is complete. Thanks again.